Welcome back to WSAV News 3 today at 11. If you're looking for libation off the beaten path, food and cultural journalist Martina Yvette Allen tells us about a delicious and nutritious option in this week's edition of A Dash of That. And I know normally this segment is reserved for food.
That is correct.
But today we are talking about some refreshing beverages.
We are, and refreshing beverages that can be paired with alcohol, without alcohol.
Yeah.
It does have some health benefits to it as well, because it's really just ACV, but it is shrubs. So if you all may be familiar right now about
I am not.
About Rhoot Man, the shrub movement. I mean, you gotta get with it, Ms.
Okay. I know about scrubs.
Yes,
I don't know about shrubs.
Right.
So
shrubs,
tell me about shrubs.
So shrubs are equal part vinegar, water, sugar, and the basis of it is basically to enhance your cocktail mocktail experiences.
Okay.
So this is an opportunity for our different people that are in like the bartending scene. If you like a good drink, even you could mix it in food, which we had the pleasure of doing on Monday, which was delicious. So you can use shrubs at any time to your advantage. It just is a flavor enhancer, and it's a great experience.
Okay, so we're talking about Rhoot Man Beverage Company, and we're going to take a look at the space because you said that it is fabulous there.
Yes, it is beautiful. So the owner of Rhoot Man is Sydney Moses Lance. A lot of people may know him in the community. If you are a big fan of the Forsyth Farmers Market, you'll see a stand out there every Saturday. But now he has a brick and mortar, and that brick and mortar is now located on White Bluff, and is a way for you to come into the space, do events if you want to. They have like a mini bar where you do a lot of mocktails as well in this area. And so we went to one of their events that they had this Monday, which was a communal space for us to kind of get introduced to some of his new shrubs. Yeah. They did a partnership with a CBD company, and then they also did it with Saucy Dining Group. So they did a lot of the shrubs into their different food options as well, which was really nice.
And some people may recognize him from being a part of The Bridge. He used to do segments on The Bridge right here on WSAV. So I read that his company started out of COVID-19.
It did. So Sydney was a longtime bartender in the area, and during that time, he had the opportunity to kind of just expand his brand. So he took the shrubberies that he was making from those different bars and decided to put it into his own concept. He started with the bottling agency first, and then from there, he continued to sell his shrubs out into the community.
And so it started as a local favorite, and now though it is growing into a nationwide
it is about
brand.
International, yes.
Oh, wow.
So it is a nationwide brand. At this time, he's partnered with a number of companies, some that you are probably familiar with. Crystal Beer Parlor also has his shrubs. He also has a partnership with Pirates House.
Old Pink House.
Old Pink House.
Yes.
Old Pink House also I think they make their Jack Daniels with his shrubs, the fig and vanilla shrub. So he has a lot of partnerships in the area. Most recently, he did a partnership with Bandana Burger, and they have the pineapple cilantro wings.
What?
They're so good. So these are certain things that they have going on in the community, and certain ways that he tries to kind of invest in those other companies, because partnership is really important to their brand.
So I want to mention too that he was voted best bartender in Savannah and has earned a reputation as a regional taste master.
Yes.
So February is when he actually started, when he brought his vision to life, opening his own shrub playground.
That is what I like to call it, because when you walk in, it's a beautiful space. It's a lot of greenery on the floor right now. It kind of looks like a nice little patio backyard, but there's a reason for that. It's because they want to have like a communal space, but then they could pull back some of those the grass that they created, and then you can actually hold like a yoga fest in there. If you want to do like a bachelorette party, you have so many options. So it really is a playground for adults that are interested in just having some healthy, conscious, friendly drink alternatives.
Okay, and speaking of drink alternatives, let's take a look at some of them right now.
All right, so this here is a combination of one of the shrubs for the Caesar salad. So they use like the Caesar base within the dressing as well. Nice little crouton melody on top. Saucy did a really good job with this presentation as well. So this is one of the things that they decided to do within that event space. They also had a plethora of other dishes as well, so I will wait for that one. But the other ones that we do have on hand also include like their pork belly.
Yeah.
So the pork belly was another option that they did have as well. That gave another alternative for those strubs. Last but not least, this was two different options. This was a salmon, kind of like a salmon cracker.
Okay.
They kind of made it into like a salmon salad.
So
one
what
of
is
them
that on
is
top?
jerk. That's the jerk cilantro seasoning that they did with the strubs. So you have that pineapple cilantro mixed in with that jerk sauce, and then you also have the capers and lemon that they did with the other shrubbery that also has like a dill component into it. And most recently, he has also introduced like a wild berry type of shrub, and one that is a strawberry and rhubarb mix as well.
Okay, so here's the last photo that we have. And
yes, and that is the pork belly.
Okay.
So that pork belly was very delicious, very, very light notes on that with the additional shrubs that they also created on this one as well. It's a very jerk flavoring on this one is with a kind of a teriyaki blend.
Yeah.
So they kind of made this like a sweet and savory type of unit.
So you asked him about the drink, the one drink or experience he would recommend as a starting point, because I would be the starting point.
Right. So for me, and this is just from personal experience, my first taste with the Rhoot Man was with the cucumber.
Okay.
So the cucumber is always going to be the base drink. Also, if you would like, you could actually come in there and to try a flight of shrubbery if you want. Okay. So you actually try to find which flavors work best for you. While we were there, we had a gentleman that actually came in through the door during our interview, and he didn't know anything about Rhoot Man and did a lot of the flights, and so he was able to give us some flavor profiles as well. We actually included that in the interview a little bit.
All right, I love it, I love it. So you can find the link to Martina's blog, A Dash of That, A Dash of History, this segment and any of her previous interviews on our website by visiting wsav.com/Martina. Rhoot Man Beverage Company is located at 7506 White Bluff Road, Unit C, open Thursday through Saturday from 12 until 5 p.m. Stay with us. We'll be right back.